Hello everyone, my name is Demarius, and me and my colleague McKinley, our goal for today is to cover a very unique approach to drones and search and rescue operations. Um, Primarily, we wanted to show a very basic drone system. You know, a lot of times when people think of search and rescue, they think of high power cameras, thermal, and other things. And it's not to discredit or to take away from those systems because they all have their place. But what we wanted to do was we came into the idea that a lot of times first responders they have budget concerns, and what we wanted to do was get a very basic drone system and show you that hey, we can get a basic drone system and pair it with the right software, mission planning software, and we can pair it with analytical software that incorporates machine learning and AI, and how we can take search and rescue operations to the next level. The goal of this is to once again get a basic drone system paired with mission planning software. That's all processed, that will pretty much data is collected and processed through a machine learning and AI software called Lock 8. And we're going to cover this entire workflow from A to Z and to show you what you can do with the entry level drone system. All right, I'm gonna dive into the drone system specs. I'm also going to talk about some of the mission planning software, and I'm also going to talk about some of the analytical software as far as machine learning and AI technology. And the main reason I wanted to bring this whole process up is that you don't need a lot of drone. You don't need a lot of drone. You can have a entry level drone with the mapping capability, and once you pair it with the right analytical software as far as machine learning and AIs, you can do wonders inside the search and rescue community. So I kind of want to give that disclaimer before we dive into it, because so with no further ado, here we go. So we are looking at the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. It is a rotary, comes with 4 propellers. Your standard DJI entry level drone. Not Most would consider this a beginning drone, but like I said, a lot of people think that you need, these full motion video cameras, these thermal cameras, and and like I said, with this Phantom and stuff, paired with all the software and stuff that I'm talking about, it's not to replace those systems. It's just to provide first responders another dimension of capabilities. So like I said, we have the Phantom 4 Pro. Also in this kit, it comes with a controller. I have the iPad mini because I use various software applications. DJI does have a screen that you can have with their system. I just prefer the iPad mini. One's not better than the other. It's just, I'm a big Apple fan, so I just decided to pair it with my kit. The kit comes with a charger as well. This charger can be used for both the remote and a single battery. The kit also comes with the battery as well. But I would recommend getting a charge station, just because you can charge 3 batteries at once and the remote. This is an add-on. And I also recommend, if you have one charge station, I have a total of 5 batteries. So I did a personal additional battery. So like I said, I would recommend at least 1 charge station and 5 batteries. If not 2 charge stations and 7 batteries. Just my recommendation. But for here, I have 1 charge station with 5 batteries. That way you can charge all your batteries at the same time. I also have a vehicle charger for when you're on the go. This comes with the kit as well. You can charge a single battery, or you could pair it with the dock station like I was talking about earlier, and you could also charge the remote as well. Another thing too is when you have the iPad plugged up into the remote and it's fully charged, it also charges your iPad as well. I would still recommend having it fully charged though. And also I would recommend, the kit came with some extra propellers and stuff. I would recommend keeping you a few extra sets. And this box did not come with it. This is something else I had ordered, but I also highly recommend it if you're gonna do a lot of traveling. It does come with a box, but it's, in my opinion, it's a little cheesy. So I went ahead and got me a nice tough box that's waterproof. So that's the overview of the drone system I'm going to be using. And like I said, it's very basic, nothing crazy. Also, this drone, the Phantom, can come in an RTK as well. So if you do want that option, it is available. However, for this workflow and this drone system and this technology, this analytical software that I'm talking about, it's not needed. But if you did want it, the Phantom 4 Pro does come in RTK as well. Just to cover a few specs of the drone system. The Phantom is approximately 3 pounds. That's with the 20 megapixel camera. Also, it comes in 3 modes: sports, altitude, and positioning mode. And the speeds, max speeds on these modes vary from position to being the lowest at 31 miles per hour, and sport mode going up to 45 miles per hour. The max service ceiling above sea level is 19,685 feet, or 6,000 meters. Max wind speed resistance is 10 meters a second. The max flight time is 30 minutes. The operating temperature range is 32 degrees Fahrenheit to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. The satellite positioning system is GPS/GLONASS. The hover accuracy range, the vertical, is plus 0.1 meters with vision positioning and plus 0.5 meters with GPS positioning. The horizontal is plus 0.3 meters with vision positioning and plus 1.5 meters with GPS positioning. Okay, so that covers the drone. Now we're going to dive into the mission planning software. For the mission planning software, I am using Centera's Field Agent, and it's just because the drone, my Phantom, can be outfitted with a multispectral camera, but any mission planning software could do it. You can use Pix4D Capture, you can use UGCS, you can use, anything that's just off the shelf. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I'm just using Centera because it is paired with my multispectral camera I have on this drone. But like I said, you can use Pix4D Capture, you can use UGCS, you can use Drone Deploy, you can use Measure. Pretty much any software that you can do autonomous flights in order to collect a 2D orthomosaic map. So that's what I'm using for mission planning. And then for the analytical software, I'm using Pix4D React. And what I use that for is a quick map. I put the drone in the air, collect my 2D ortho, and literally I can create a map. And one thing I like about the map on Pix4D React, like I can create a map in anywhere from 3 to like 20 minutes for like 3 minutes for smaller areas, 20 minutes for larger areas. And what it does is it does 2 things. It provides situational awareness of the area that was covered, so that way we can optimize operations and kind of split the collect up accordingly. And then 2, it allows for senior personnel an overview of the area for any like mission plan they need, like facilitation or anything that they need to get in vehicles in and out. They have a nice map overview that you can do measurements and stuff on. So that's why I use the Pix4D React. And then I'm also, for the machine learning and AI technology, I'm using Lock 8. And what this software does is, as the Phantom collects the images, I get the individual images and I run it through Lock 8. And what Lock 8 does, it picks up certain color signatures inside the data. And I'm able to fine tune these color signatures to find, certain like clothing. For example, let's say if the individual was last seen wearing a white shirt and blue jeans, I'm able to fine tune Lock 8 through its machine learning and AI process, and it'll autonomously search all these images and it'll return any codes with locational data of those images found. We'll dive more into that once I go over and give you a few examples and like the use case scenarios. So like I said, once again, you don't need a lot of drone for this workflow. It's not to replace thermal and FMV and these other more expensive systems. However, it's just another dimension of capabilities for first responders. All right, we're going to do an autonomous takeoff and landing, and we're going to show autonomous waypoint navigation, controlled flight, and then we'll also do an emergency protocol and emergency landing in the event of the flight has to be terminated for safety, or in the event of an emergency. As I mentioned earlier, we're flying the Phantom 4 Pro, so the software I'm using in the controller, it has a default return to home setting, so we're going to show you how that works as well. All right, drone's about to launch to be completely autonomous. And here we go. All right, we're about to do an emergency landing right now. We just activated the emergency landing. Watch the drone proceed to the prescribed height. And we just hit the return home command. Drone aborted mission and now is currently autonomously landing. Said it's equipped with the return home for emergency on the controller, and the software is too, is where we fine-tune it in order for it to autonomously land on its own. In the event that, like I said, whatever may happen, you emergency situations. Fairly easy. All right, that concludes this portion. All right, we're about to demonstrate the first phase of a real life search and rescue scenario. So what we have here is, you can see a heavily wooded area behind me. We isolated about 15 acres out of about 50 acres. And we've planned the drone mission. It's going to do an autonomous 2D orthomosaic map. For this whole area here, with the specs we have, it's going to take approximately 30 minutes for the entire mission before we have our data. And then after that, we'll get back, do a quick field 2D ortho map, and then we'll do the post-mission processing with the machine learning and AI technology to see if we can autonomously search for the clothed items I was referring to earlier. You know, the green shirt and the black pants, they're all scattered throughout this entire area, and we're going to see how this whole workflow comes together, and we're going to show you guys firsthand. All right, so getting ready. Have my walkie-talkie. I have my other visual observer as well. We have comms. We'll maintain situation awareness of the bird. Fortunately, it's only 15 acres, and we're flying roughly about 150 feet. Here we go. All right.
Zoom all the way in. There he goes. It's getting pretty close. Oh, no. It's a smart drone. You see it was about to hit that tree?
Completely autonomous. All right, drone just landed. Took approximately 30 minutes to cover this whole area. Now we're going to get the data and go back and look at it. Okay, so we just got done collecting our 2D ortho mosaic map. Now we're going to upload our drone images, and this is Pix40 React. This is what I was talking about as far as knowing what areas that you scan, and and also to creating a base map for senior leadership. But literally, it's so simple. You're going to come in here, and then also, I didn't mention, you don't need internet for this either. This can be done out in the field. So literally, we're going to go in here, import images, and we're going to go to this folder here. We're going to highlight all our images, and we're going to open, and you see it down here is processing. So the larger the area, it's going to take a little bit longer, but expect anywhere from as little as 3 minutes up to about 15 or 20 minutes, you have a updated orthomosaic map. All right, like I was saying, I uploaded my images, and as you can see now, I have my updated ortho right here. And what I like about this updated ortho is, like I was saying earlier in covering this entire workflow, is that it provides two things. The first, it provides situational awareness on areas that were covered. So therefore, we know that this area here was already covered. So it allows us to optimize our resources accordingly, especially if there's more than one drone operator or drone in the air. It helps coordinate those operations on areas covered versus areas that need to be covered. And then two, it gives a baseline map for planning for senior leadership, and for first responders to kind of have insight of the area. So let's say if they need to get vehicles in there, or let's say if they need to do like air vac or anything like that, they have an updated real time map for that. So, and like I said, this could be done in the field, doesn't require internet, and expect for this process. It depends on the size of the area, but I've had maps in as little as 3 minutes up to 20 minutes for some of the larger areas. So, um, but I think that's just absolutely phenomenal. So I went to the folder and I uploaded all the images, and as you can see, Lock 8 is now going through all the images, searching through all the color signatures, looking for traces of clothes that I left out. The dinging in the background is every time it finds an image. Just to remind you, this collect was roughly a little over 500 images. So it's searching all these images, and I've hidden various clothed items throughout this multi-acre lot. So like I just previously showed you, it's scanning all the images, looking for certain signatures at the pixel level. Um, and one thing I like about this is as it's searching, I'm able to go to the photos real time and look at some of the returns. Now, remind you, it is going to be some false returns in here because we're searching these images at the pixel level, and if you guys know how color works and saturation, you have natural colors and you have unnatural man-made colors, and you can fine tune it and you get better. But one thing I like about it is, for each of my returns, let's say in the event that it was something here, it gives me the grid that I could actually share. Um, so in the event that, let's say, if we did find some type of human clothing or something like that that was related to human activity, we can get these results to first responders real time. Like, they don't have to wait until all the images are processing. Like, as the images are processing, like I previously showed you, each time it dings is adding another image. So this is all happening real time. And literally, I'm going through the images as the results are coming in. So here's the first example. As I was clicking through the photos, we actually got a return. And as you can see here, one thing I like about this, like I mentioned before, not only does it gives me the return here, but it's a pair of blue jeans here and a white t-shirt here. And it also gave me the grid location. And I could literally give this to the proper authorities, and they'll be able to like walk into that location. So let's just zoom in here just to see how it is. And as you can see, it is a pair of blue jeans here and a white shirt that was laid out. So that's what makes this unique about this Lock 8. And this is just one of the returns that we've gotten. There's other garments out here that's placed throughout the collection area as well. Here is another area. It actually found our side by side, and it also detected my visual observer here. We really wasn't looking for him, but yeah, as you can see, it picked up his item of clothing, and it also picked up our side by side. So, and like I said, and as you can see up here, it gives us the grid location, and then we're able to give this to authorities. So once again, I don't want it to seem like you have to wait until everything's processed. Like as the images are being processed, like here inside the background, as they're coming in, I'm searching them. I'm searching the results real time. So this is all one smooth process. Once again, I don't want you to think that this software can't see through certain canopy. Of course, if it's thick like this and it's all hidden up under there, but as you can see here in this image here, I have the location, and the software was able to to detect a blue shirt and a pair of khakis. So, and you can see it's still under some of the tree canopy here. And once again, like I said, this results could have been provided to the authorities real time as my results are going on inside the background. So I mean, like literally, it's still scanning, and as my results are being dinging and coming in, I'm searching. Once again, just to illustrate the significance of this technology, and remind you, we collected all this data with a Phantom 4 Pro. So as we zoom in here, it actually found a red shirt, and it also found a pair of black jeans. You really can't see it here, but that's a pair of black jeans. And once again, I have the grid coordinates of this, and and it's still processing. So, um, I still have my uh, software running inside the background. So, we're rocking and rolling right now. It's not even done processing. It's still going, and we found all the garments of clothing. I mean, look how that red shirt's just hidden down in there, and these black jeans here. To the naked eye, both of these would have been passed up with the full motion video or thermal camera, and it's just thick, dense vegetation all around it. Once again, more results. As you can see here, detected a green shirt and a pair of blue jeans here. As you can see, there is a few false returns in here, but like I said, this all can be refined here inside the parameters as we kind of fine tune the colors. But this is what I had to scale to because just from um experience and just dealing with the software, you don't want to be too aggressive because if you go in here and just put random numbers and it don't really watch your color to noise ratio, you'll miss a lot of results. So it's okay to have some um, false detections in the software. That's a given. But one thing I like about it is, regardless of what it detects, it highlights it for you and it brings attention to it. And once again, like I said, we got a green shirt, pair of blue jeans. There are some false detections here, but I mean, just look how it picked up that small piece of red here. Like it's literally searching the data at the pixel level for these various colors. And once again, I said it before, I said it again. It has the grid coordinates. These grids can be given to different formats. I know different. I'll be working with different first responders throughout the states, or like even on the international scale. I know they want the data inside a certain format, and here it gives you that flexibility to change it. So I just have it formatted this way as a default setting. All right, as you can see, just a quick recap. We got a very basic drone system, the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. We paired it with some mission planning software. We was able to create an ortho to kind of give a detailed picture of the current situation, knowing what areas was searched, and then we got all those images rendered through Lock8, and we saw the various detections of the red shirts and jeans and things like that. So we approach this workflow with in mind of having a very budget friendly solution for search and rescue operations.